Yes, hello students. In the previous class, we have been discussing about the solar energy storage devices. As the solar energy is not available all the ways, all the times, due to different factors. As I said earlier, the sun may not be available all the time, and even if the sun is available, there may be clouds covering over the earth. Due to that clouds, we may not receive sufficient solar energy whenever we need. And moreover, the availability of sun is limited. That is during the daytime. So, if we want electric power during night time, then there is a need to store solar energy. That's why we have discussed about some of the storage devices that are used for storing the solar energy. Now, today I shall discuss about some of the devices that will collect the solar radiation and utilize it for producing electric power. So, these are solar collectors can be of different types, and first one is called as a flat plate collector. First one is called a flat plate collector. Another one is called as point focusing collector. Another one is called as point focusing collector, and another one is called as solar thermal power plant. We shall discuss about these three devices, these three, how we will store the solar energy. In the case of flat plate collector, the bottom plate will be solar energy absorber. It consists of solar absorber at the bottom. At the bottom of this one flat plate collector, there will be the plate will be like this. At the bottom, there will be solar absorber. Solar energy absorber, which is placed over insulated plate. This is called as insulated plate. Over this absorber, a metallic tube is circulated. This is the inlet and this is outlet of the tube. So this is the metallic tube. So over the solar absorber, there will be an insulated plate like this, just for sake of a model I have brought this one. This is the insulated plate made of plastic or fiber. Over that insulated plate there will be solar energy absorber. Solar absorber, it is coated with black so as to absorb solar energy effectively. As you know, the black color is good absorber of heat. Therefore, when the bottle absorber is coated with black paint, then it can absorb solar energy effectively. Over this solar absorber plate, there will be metal tubes which is circulated over the absorber. Therefore, a metallic tube, copper or aluminum is circulated over the absorber. Even when water is passing through the metallic tube, it has to be absorbed the heat energy produced due to solar radiation. Therefore, even for effective absorption, this metal tube also coated with black. The metal tube also coated with the black for effective absorption. Over this metallic tube, a glazed plate, transparent plate is placed like this. This is the glazed transparent plate. Therefore, over the metallic tube, a glazed transparent transparent plate is covered over the metallic tube. This glazed plate prevents the further escaping of solar radiation that incident over the solar panel, solar plate. Now, when solar energy incident on the surface, this entire arrangement, the sidewise as well as at the bottom, it is covered with insulation. The side walls and the bottom should be covered with the insulating material, plastic like that, in order to prevent the escaping of solar radiation or solar heat energy produced inside the panel. We have to cover with surrounding at the edges as well as at the bottom, it has to be covered with insulation material. So this is the construction of the solar flat plate, and for example it will be like this. It will be like this. For just model, I have brought this one. You can produce mechanical energy, electrical energy. Mechanical energy means you can rotate this fan by using this solar panel. Unfortunately, we are not getting sunlight now, so you can try. You can try whenever you get solar radiation, and the same energy can be utilized for this one, lighting these LEDs. LEDs can be lighted by using this solar light, and even small electrical appliances can work with this small solar panel. If the area of the panel is more, then it can produce large amount of solar energy, and it can be utilized for different domestic purposes. Okay. Now, so this is the flat plate collector. The flat plate collector consists of a flat plate that absorbs solar energy. It is coated with black so as to absorb large amount of solar energy. This absorber generally made of silicon, semiconducting material, that after absorbing the solar radiation, it produces heat energy. The absorber is over the absorber. Metallic plates are placed in the form of a spiral circulated, in which the water can be circulated and can be heated. Over these plate tubes, metallic tubes, also coated with black so as to absorb effective radiation. Because we are using metallic tubes, their thermal capacity is less, therefore it can absorb heat energy quickly and heat water. Then over this metallic tube, a glazed transparent plate is covered over it. As the transparent plate, it is a transparent that solar energy will penetrate through the transparent plate, and it is a glazed one, therefore the incident solar energy will not escape, will not be reflected from the glazed plate. Then the surrounding this flat plate collector as well as at the bottom covered with insulation material in order to prevent the escaping of solar radiation that incident on the flat plate. So in this manner, you can utilize the flat plate collector in order to collect the solar energy. Another type of the solar energy collector is focusing collector. So we might have seen on this flat plate collectors at a different some of houses or in any solar power plants. You can see the flat plates, number of plates which were placed mounted over the ground by making certain angle so as to absorb solar radiation effectively. All those flat plate collectors are connected in series so as to increase the solar power that is collected from different plates. Therefore, in order to increase the amount of power that can be obtained from the solar energy, number of flat plate collectors can be used and those are connected in series. Now that is the flat plate collector. Another one is called a point focusing collector. Point focusing collector. This point focusing collector consists of number of parabolic metal dishes. It consists of parabolic metallic reflectors. When the reflector is this metal dish reflectors in the form of dish. Like this, there will be a disc, semicircular disc, and the back surface is coated with black. Then solar energy, there will be a focusing point here. There will be a focusing point. When solar radiation incident on the disk, then it is reflected and focused into a fine beam. As the solar energy collected over the wider area of the disk is focused at a single point, therefore you can have high intense light at this focusing point. When intense solar radiation is focused at the same single point, therefore enormous large amount of heat energy is produced over that point. That heat energy can be utilized for heating the water. In some cases, it can also be utilized for producing electricity using photovoltaic systems. Therefore, as the radiation, solar energy collected from wide area of the disk is focused at a single point. High intense heat is produced at that point. That heat can be used for heating water, etc. Even by using photovoltaic systems, the heat energy focus can be used for producing electricity directly. Electricity directly from the photovoltaic systems. So these are the construction and working of point focusing collector. It consists of a parabolic metallic disc in the metallic semicircular disc. The outer region is coated with black so as to reflect the radiation effectively. The inner surface is so smooth that majority of the light is reflected and focused at a fine point. At the focusing point, solar absorber is kept, therefore it absorbs solar energy. When the parallel rays coming from the sun incident on the reflector, it focuses into a fine beam and incident on the solar absorber. As a result, enormous amount of heat is produced at this point. That heat can be utilized for heating purposes, heating water or some other objects like that. Or if you transfer this heat energy directly to the photovoltaic systems, the electrical energy, electric power can be produced directly that can be used for running electrical appliances. So this is the point focusing collector. Point focusing collector as well as the flat plate collector. Another type of solar collector that can be used in our daily life is solar thermal power plant. Third one. Solar thermal power plant. In the case of solar thermal plant or in any thermal power plant for the matter, the main principle involved is the rotation of turbine in magnetic field. A strong magnetic field is produced with the coil. Over that magnetic field, a turbine has to be rotated. If you are able to rotate the turbine, you can produce alternating current due to electromagnetic induction. In the case of hydroelectricity, there will be a turbine at the hydroelectric power plant. Large turbines will be there. From a very high places, water will be falling on it. When water fall on the turbine, due to that mechanical energy produced by water, the turbine will rotate and it produces electricity. So here, mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. Similarly, in the case of thermal power plants, there, by burning the coal or fossil material, when the fossil material is burned, that means generally we use coal. When coal is burned, enormous amount of heat is produced. Due to that heat energy, the water is heated, superheated into a steam. When the steam is projected so as to flow over the turbine at a rapid speed, then the turbine will rotate and electricity will be produced. In the case of nuclear power plants, nuclear fission reactions takes place. Due to nuclear reactions, enormous amount of energy is produced. Thereby, water gets heated into super steam, and that steam will rotate turbine. In all these cases, whether it is hydroelectricity, water will rotate the turbine. In the case of thermal power plant, the steam produced due to burning of fossil material will rotate the turbine. In the case of nuclear energy, nuclear power plant, there nuclear energy produces enormous amount of heat where the water will be superheated into steam, and that steam will rotate the turbine. So in all these cases, the rotation of the turbine is more important, whatever means. In the case of solar thermal power plant, the solar energy will be collected and focused into a fine beam. That solar energy produces enormous amount of heat. Due to that heat, water will be superheated into steam. So, in solar thermal plant, the solar energy collected can be used to produce heat energy. This energy will superheat water into steam. Steam will have high energy. This steam will rotate the turbine and produces electric power. This is the main principle involved in the solar thermal power plant. Due to more scientific advancements, more solar energy is collected, and the collected solar energy is effectively utilized for producing steam. With that steam, we are able to run the thermal power plant. Therefore, because this thermal power plant utilizes solar energy, so these are called as solar thermal power plant. These solar thermal power plants are economically more useful, they are expensive less, and you can get energy continuously without any running maintenance. That's why there is a need for all countries to develop this solar thermal power plants rather than this ordinary fossil thermal plants. In the case of fossil thermal plants, as you know, where we utilize coal for burning of, for heating water into steam. When coal is utilized for producing steam, fly ash will be produced. This fly ash is harmful for human beings as it is environmentally more harmful. Therefore, solar thermal plants are more useful, eco-friendly and harnessing devices to produce electricity. That's why there is a need to utilize solar thermal plant for producing electricity. So these are some of the devices which we can use for producing solar energy. So there are number of devices that can be utilized to produce heat energy. Another important device which most of you might have seen is solar cooker. Another one is solar cooker. This solar cooker, which we use domestically, consists of a wooden or metallic box like this. There will be a metallic box. Over this metallic box, another sheet is hinged over this, and it can be mounted at any angle, with the help of the stud. Over this wooden box, at the bottom there will be a black coated metallic sheet. This is a black coated metallic sheet. Over this metallic sheet, a glass plate. Glass plate is covered, and here there will be a solar reflector. When solar energy incident over this reflector, these rays will reflected into the flat plate. Here, food material will be kept. All this reflected light focused into a beam, large amount of heat can be produced. In the presence of this heat energy, food material can be boiled. Of course, if we don't use high efficient solar cooker, then if it is low efficient, it can be utilized for boiling milk and water. The vessels that are used for boiling water or milk should be black coated, because the black coated material will absorb more heat energy effectively. ఇక్కడ మనం ఉంచేటువంటి గిన్నెలు లేదా తట్టలు వెడల్పు ఎక్కువగా ఉండాలి. వాటికంతా నల్లని మసి పూసింటారు. పర్టికులర్లీ అల్యూమినియం మెటీరియల్, ఇది అల్యూమినియం మెటీరియల్తో చేసింటారు. ఆ అల్యూమినియం గిన్నెకు బయట బ్లాక్ కోటింగ్ చేస్తారు. అల్యూమినియం మెటల్ కాబట్టి ఎనర్జీని అబ్జర్వ్ చేసుకుంటానే వెంటనే వేడెక్కుతుంది. తర్వాత సర్ఫేస్ ద్వారా బయటకు పోకుండా బ్లాక్ సర్ఫేస్ ఎఫెక్టివ్గా హీట్ ఎనర్జీని అబ్జర్వ్ చేసుకుంటుంది. కాబట్టి మనం ఇక్కడ ఉపయోగించేటువంటి మెటాలిక్ ప్లేట్స్ ఏ విధంగా ఉంటాయి? బ్లాక్ కోటెడ్. ఆల్ ప్లేట్స్ కెన్ నాట్ బి యూజ్డ్ ఫర్ బాయిలింగ్ ఆర్ ఫర్ heating food materials in the solar cooker. There you need a special plates, metallic vessels that is coated with black so as to absorb heat energy effectively. So this is the working of solar cooker. I think you might have seen in our high schools, in all high schools, in laboratories there are solar cookers, and where you can boil milk, you can boil water like that. So this solar cooker, dominantly it is a wooden box covered with a metallic sheet, and at the bottom there will be a glass plate covering the wooden box, and there will be another reflector, solar reflector. When solar radiation incident on the reflector, it is reflected back and incident on the food material kept at the bottom of the box and covered with a glass lid. This material, after receiving solar energy, will get heated up and food material can be boiled effectively. Therefore, this solar cooker may not cost much, but it can be utilized for different purposes. By using the solar cooker, you can save your cooking gas, your electric power, and moreover, during the daytime, you can utilize it at any time. The drawback in the cooker is you cannot use the solar cooker during night time and also at shaded areas. In the shaded areas, the solar radiation is not available, therefore you cannot utilize the solar energy. So these are some of the devices: flat plate collectors, focus pointing collector, solar thermal power plant, and solar cooker. These are some of the devices that can be used in our daily life for utilizing solar energy and converted into heat energy. So in all these cases, solar energy gathered is converted into heat energy. Flat plate collector, solar energy is absorbed and the water is heated. Solar energy is converted into heat energy to heat water. In the case of focusing point collectors, the solar energy which is focused using a parabolic dish is utilized for producing enormous heat energy, and that can be used even for producing steam also, and in some cases by using a photovoltaic system, that heat energy will be converted directly into electricity. And in the case of solar thermal plant, you see, you can run the solar thermal plant by using the solar energy. If you use a number of solar panels which are connected in series, the enormous amount of solar energy will be collected. That solar energy can be utilized for heating water and convert into steam, and that steam will rotate the turbine. So in the case of solar thermal plant, instead of using fossil materials for producing heat energy, you can utilize solar energy for producing steam and rotate the turbine, thereby the mechanical energy can be converted into electrical energy. Now, in the case of solar cooker, which can be used for domestic purpose, for lighter heating materials, such as for boiling of milk, for boiling of water, even for cooking food, these solar cookers were used. It consists of a wooden box which is hinged at one end, and a glass plate is covered over the base. Below the surface, a black coated metallic sheet is placed, and there will be a reflector over the top hinged plate. The solar radiation that incident on this plate will be reflected and incident on the food material kept below the flat glass plate. This solar energy will heat the food material and make it boil. And these vessels, which are used for cooking food materials in the solar cooker, those should be coated with black so as to absorb heat energy more effectively. So these are some of the advantages of solar energy which we use in our domestic life. In the next class, we shall discuss some more devices that can be that works using solar energy. Okay, thank you.